if you're like most, you love taking a trip to downtown Columbia, but vacant lots and unused buildings are all around downtown. Today, City Council members discussed some new efforts to change how those buildings can be used. News 19's Nate Stanley has the details.
Across from Anthony Rifford's office space is 2221 Divine Street, a building that sits vacant with a now public parking lot. He remembers just a few years ago when the building was full of office workers.
Bustling. Every office was being occupied because when I went home there were still lights on, and people coming and going.
Since then, the city has used the address solely for free parking spaces close to 5 Points. However, he wishes the building was used to accommodate offices like his.
And they're all down 5 Points, up and down 5 Points. There are all kinds of businesses that it could potentially accommodate.
According to District 4 Councilman Joe Taylor, there are many more vacant lots and buildings that the city owns and doesn't use.
There's a wonderful vacant piece of real estate on North Main Street that would make a great new neighborhood. I mean, there are acre parcels here and half-acre parcels there that are owned by the city or controlled by the city that would be great attainable or affordable housing type things.
On Tuesday, he proposed a 5-year plan for Columbia that would focus on selling those vacant lots. He says the next step for the city involves taking inventory of all the vacant or unused spaces. He notes the city will likely hire an individual who will be tasked with deciding how the land will be used.
And that's not a person to be a real estate salesman. It's to inventory what we have, get things listed with real estate brokers in town or developers.
At Tuesday's meeting, both council members Herbert and Brennan agreed that the spaces should be inventoried and then used to make more money for the city.
The quickest path to smart, quick growth is looking within what we can bring to the table and finding good partners to develop it.
As for 2221 Divine Street, Taylor says that space can be used to help local businesses too.
And put that back in private hands and make it a Class A office building again and bring daytime traffic to 5 Points to support the shops and the daytime restaurants down there.
In Columbia, Nate Stanley, News 19 WLTX.
I've always wondered what was in that building, and if you were around 5 Points during COVID, you know they used it for COVID testing in the parking lot.